Caveblazers drops players into a tense crawl where each step carries consequence. A lone explorer descends through shifting caverns, guided by quick reflexes and sharp decisions rather than brute force. Runs move at a brisk pace, blending precise combat, risky movement, and quick adaptation into a steady rhythm. Beneath the surface sits a web of perks, relics, branching routes, and secret rooms that reshape each run. Pixel art and moody music reinforce the steady danger without distraction. It stands as a focused and rewarding adventure. Retro energy drives this arcade soccer world, where quick decisions matter most. The squad is guided by a determined coach figure, shaping a team through seasons, rivalries, and tense finals. Matches flow fast and readable, built on timing, positioning, and steady growth rather than complexity. Beneath the surface sits deep team progression, player traits, tournament paths, and smart customization that reward long play. Pixel art keeps action clear, while upbeat music sustains pace. Pixel Cup Soccer Ultimate Edition stands as a complete sports package. Night Slasher's Remake revives the cult classic with striking visuals and smoother combat that make every fight feel satisfying. The atmosphere is drenched in horror flair, with grotesque enemies and moody stages that keep the action engaging. Each character feels distinct, offering plenty of variety in how battles are approached. Co-op play makes the chaos even better, turning every stage into a fun spectacle of brawling mayhem. This remake feels like a true celebration of old-school arcade action with modern refinements that keep it exciting. Aaero Complete Edition pulses with momentum, setting a calm yet urgent tone built around rhythm and motion. The pilot glides through abstract skies, guided by light trails that shape direction and intent. Each run balances speed and precision, asking for clean lines, steady timing, and smart risk choices as stages escalate. Beneath the smooth flow sit branching routes, score pursuits, and ship upgrades that reward repeat play. Crisp visuals and a pulsing soundtrack reinforce focus. It stands as a refined, complete experience that supports skill mastery. PlateUp captures the quiet thrill of a restaurant before the rush turns relentless. In a cozy kitchen, a small crew of chefs keeps orders moving with crisp coordination and steady nerves. Each day starts manageable, then accelerates into clean, time-driven flow where positioning and priorities matter. Between services, new layouts, appliances, and menu, twists reshape strategy, while unlocks and modifiers support long-term planning and replayable runs. Simple visuals keep readability high. PlateUp serves a complete, rewarding journey that rewards practice.
I can't shake them. They come every night.
Cold corridors and flickering lamps set a quiet, relentless tone from the first step. Set in decaying castles and shadowed halls, a fragile amnesiac searches for truth while staying unseen. Progress flows through slow exploration, careful timing, and tense evasion, creating steady pressure without rushing the pace. Hidden routes, scattered notes, and shifting threats reward curiosity and smart risk-taking. Sparse visuals and restrained sound design deepen unease. The collection stands as a complete, balanced horror package. It rewards patience and attention.
A set of recordings have been prepared.
Darkwood is a survival horror game in which players must create weapons, set traps, and construct hideouts to navigate the Soviet bloc's gloomy woodlands. The game's terrifying powers contaminate the woods, resulting in a tense atmosphere in which players must wait for the light to dawn. Players must unearth the locals' secrets in order to flee the contaminated area before it eats them. Darkwood offers an atmospheric horror experience, a day and night cycle, dynamic maps and events, crafting mechanics, building up character using skills and perks, a hands-off approach, and an unfolding storyline. Apple Knight 2 is an excellent sequel that improves on everything that made the first game so good. The pixel graphics is sharp, the controls are precise, and the platforming is exceptionally fluid. Combat is quick and fluid, with several weapons and skills to explore with. The levels are cleverly constructed, with hidden mysteries and fascinating exploration. The game maintains an excellent mix between difficulty and accessibility, making it enjoyable for both casual and experienced players. If you enjoy action platformers with a vintage feel, this is a must-play. Rainbow Skies is a strategic RPG with a brilliant isometric design that immerses players in a colorful world full with hazardous dungeons and exhilarating turn-based combat. The game includes 3 youthful heroes, a dynamic universe filled with amazing allies and deadly opponents, strategic turn-based combat, breeding and nursing a broad range of monsters, and the ability to improve characters, weapons, equipment, and fighting skills. Players may also discover hidden riches and acquire priceless relics, as well as play mini-games like an engaging turn-based fishing experience. Butcher is a fast-paced, brutal game that requires quick reflexes and pinpoint accuracy. To win, players must outlast unrelenting attacks and traps. Unique boss encounters in the game will put your talents to the test and force you to modify your strategy. The vicious action is complemented by pixel art graphics and an evocative music, immersing players in the blood-soaked world of Butcher. The game also has an engaging plot that delves into a dark and dismal environment. Butcher pays tribute to classic 2D shooters while providing a fresh take on the genre.
Exterminate them all.
Spitlings channels old-school arcade tension into a playful, high-energy maze of bouncing chaos. Set inside a vibrant arcade cabinet world, tiny spit-firing heroes race to clear breakable blocks before the screen fills with danger. Each round flows fast, demanding sharp aim, smart positioning, and calm under pressure. Progress unlocks clever character traits, alternate routes, and escalating patterns that reward mastery and repeat runs. Bright visuals and punchy sound cues sharpen focus without distraction. It stands as a pure test of reflex and rhythm. Drink More Glurp throws players into a feverish arcade world ruled by physics, momentum, and delightful chaos. The protagonist is a wobbly competitor chasing impossible cups across compact arenas built for speed and risk. Each round rewards timing, daring moves, and calm under pressure, with failures feeding quick retries that sharpen instincts. Progression unlocks fresh challenges, modifiers, and clever shortcuts that invite mastery through experimentation. Bright visuals and punchy music support the frantic rhythm. It remains a satisfying test of skills.
Yes, I know.
Helheim Hassle is a witty, charming puzzle platformer that blends Norse mythology with laugh-out-loud humor. Its standout mechanic detaching and reattaching body parts to solve puzzles feels fresh and inventive. The writing is sharp, often poking fun at genre tropes without overdoing it, and the voice acting adds real personality to the quirky cast. Visually, it's colorful and expressive, matching the game's offbeat tone perfectly. If you're into clever puzzles and quirky storytelling, this bizarre afterlife adventure is absolutely worth diving into.
What the hell is that?
They named the whole game after it.
Holy gosh darn!
Time bends into a playful puzzle box where charm meets consequence. Set in a quirky afterlife hub, a clumsy angel in training rewinds moments to fix mistakes and chase better outcomes. Each loop feels brisk and thoughtful, rewarding patience, timing, and curiosity rather than reflex alone. Clever upgrades, optional detours, and secret outcomes add steady motivation to experiment and improve. Expressive pixel art and warm music reinforce its gentle wit without distracting from play. The result is confident, complete adventure that rewards focus and care.
Very nice for a celebrity, dear.
And get another step.
Nadir, a Grimdark deck builder, stands out with its striking art and challenging gameplay. It's a deck-building roguelike where every choice feels weighty, and the risk-reward balance keeps you hooked. The mirrored combat system is clever, forcing you to think a few moves ahead rather than just playing cards
This
on
means that
instinct.
this is a relatively
The grim tone
intricate
and
system
haunting
at base
visuals
level.
fit perfectly with the game's theme. It's tough but rewarding, and once the mechanics click, it becomes surprisingly addictive for anyone who enjoys strategic depth. Lichtspeer Double Speer Edition is a wonderfully strange mix of arcade-style spear throwing and surreal comedy wrapped in a neon-soaked world. The gameplay is simple yet addictive, testing reflexes and precision while waves of bizarre enemies close in. Each level adds new challenges, making the progression feel rewarding and satisfying. The humor and art direction give the game a unique personality, while the difficulty curve keeps the action engaging. Trigger Witch is a fantastic action game that grabs attention with its vibrant pixel art and fast-paced combat. The gameplay feels smooth and rewarding, with each level bringing fresh challenges that keep players engaged. The story, while simple, adds a nice touch to the atmosphere without overwhelming the action. The soundtrack complements the gameplay perfectly, creating a great mood throughout. Fans of classic action titles will find this game to be a delightful and satisfying adventure.
Your job is to cooperate.
Bonkies is a fun party game in which players create odd structures on faraway planets using banana-fueled jetpacks and robo-arms. They must operate in odd locales and employ bizarre blocks such as magnets, rockets, and nuclear fusion. The game may be played with friends or alone, with up to 4 players collaborating. The game includes a variety of components, such as rocket blocks and nuclear fusion cubes. Monkeys, dogs, cats, and even unicorns are available to players. Bananas are the space food of the future, and obtaining them by beating time scores unlocks new pals.
Oh, I didn't know it could do that.
Annalynn channels classic arcade energy with a confident, modern edge. The story centers on Annalynn, a fast-footed hero navigating vivid worlds packed with shifting dangers and hidden routes. Each level moves at a brisk pace, rewarding clean timing, smart movement, and steady focus. Beneath the surface sit branching paths, unlockable challenges, and score-driven goals that invite return visits. Crisp pixel art sharpens every scene, and the soundtrack keeps momentum without distraction. Together, these elements create refined, complete arcade experience. Cinders is a game that takes a unique look at the famous Cinderella story, concentrating on the protagonist. The game follows the lives of 4 women as they explore issues such as independence, goals, sisterhood, and personal satisfaction. It questions traditional principles found in fairy tales and gives players entire control over the development of the main character's personality and the unfolding of her unique story. Cinders provides a sophisticated and innovative take on the famous fairy tale, with 120 crucial decision points and over 300 options. This turn-based strategy game sets players in a city gripped by fear, where a small resistance must act with caution to survive. Players guide a few committed members, making choices that carry weight, risk, and real consequences. Each day unfolds with steady tension, testing, planning, patience, and courage. Unique character traits shift every playthrough, adding subtle depth, replay value, and meaningful variation. Sparse visuals and understated music enhance the somber, immersive mood, creating a calm, engaging story of quiet heroism and careful action.
No matter the cost.
My Memory of Us is a heartfelt adventure about 2 kids trying to stay together in a world that's falling apart. The hand-drawn art and red-accented style create meaning without many words. Clever puzzles feel fair, and the story keeps moving with touching little moments that bring hope even in darker scenes. Controls are simple enough for anyone, and the pacing keeps things engaging. A touching game that values loyalty, celebrates courage, and reminds players how powerful friendship can be even when everything seems lost.
Differently. I looked at my friend.
Jester and Sock go on an exciting voyage to the kingdom, bringing their impromptu acts to life on stage. Their objective is to steal the royal diamond, but they must first organize an improv theatrical play to outperform their competition. Faces their single ticket to the royal theatrical spectacle held within the royal palace. They traverse the land, meeting eccentric personalities, doing impromptu shows, and singing their hearts out. They find the joy and release of the arts, but must decide whether to give up their naughty ways.
About to discover, they've devised a mischievous...
Kamikaze Lassplanes is a daring blend of arcade shoot-'em-up action and visual novel storytelling, delivering a thrilling experience with unexpected emotional depth. The dynamic 3D dogfights are quick, fluid, and gratifying, with each Lassplane's distinct attributes providing variation in combat. Alba and Hannah's journey is captivating with humor, romance, and a shocking dark plot twist. The branching paths and different endings make repeating worthwhile, and the exquisite hand-drawn artwork adds appeal. Beneath its whimsical veneer is a fascinating plot that will keep you engaged until the last quest. Project Starship X is a refreshing take on space combat and exploration. The controls feel tight and intuitive, making dogfights engaging without ever feeling overwhelming. Missions vary enough to keep things interesting, and the ship customization adds a personal touch to gameplay. Visuals are clean and vibrant, with smooth performance even during intense battles. The progression system rewards planning and strategy rather than just button mashing. Overall, it's a game that's easy to pick up but offers depth for those who want to master it.
It's time to start your day.
Lumote. The Mastermote Chronicles is a visually enchanting puzzle platformer that glows with charm and creativity. Its bioluminescent world is mesmerizing, paired with an ambient soundtrack that perfectly complements the mood. The puzzles strike a satisfying balance between challenge and relaxation, encouraging exploration without overwhelming. The fluid movement of Lumote feels smooth and responsive, making navigation a joy. The vibrant aesthetic and clever level design keep things fresh and engaging. A truly captivating experience.
Of energy. The Mastermote.
Pathologically obsessed with work.
I'm this close.
The Gap is a beautifully crafted narrative experience that delves into memory, identity, and loss with a deeply evocative tone. The storytelling is ethereal and emotionally stirring, pulling players into a surreal yet intimate world. Visually, it's minimalist but impactful, with a subdued color palette that complements the dreamlike atmosphere. The puzzles are thoughtfully integrated, enhancing rather than interrupting the flow of the story. Its subtly eerie ambiance lingers long after the credits roll, making it a memorable and moving journey well worth taking.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. We can't predict...
Mark, a new threat has emerged.
Dark kingdoms clash under a relentless storm as warriors confront ancient powers. Players step into the boots of a battle-hardened slayer, navigating twisting corridors and shifting battlegrounds with deliberate, tense pacing. Combat flows with weight and precision, rewarding timing and skill. Progression reveals meaningful upgrades, hidden encounters, and branching paths that invite repeat exploration. Stylized visuals and a stirring score enhance every confrontation. Each session feels complete, challenging, and deeply engaging.
Face your deepest fears.
Give this to us.
Does Valinor have anything that triumvirate with...
Winds of Change is a captivating visual novel that blends rich storytelling with beautiful hand-drawn art and fully voiced characters. The branching narrative feels genuinely impactful, with player choices shaping both relationships and the world itself. What truly sets it apart is its immersive fantasy setting, filled with political intrigue, emotional depth, and memorable characters. The soundtrack complements every moment, drawing you deeper into the experience. It's a heartfelt journey that rewards curiosity and empathy, making every decision feel meaningful and personal.
Your interest?
Want to keep me company? It's better than stuff.
Maki Paw of Fury brings old-school beat-em-up action with a modern touch. Its fast-paced combat, colorful stages, and quirky animal characters make every fight entertaining. The combos feel satisfying, enemies have personality, and the retro-inspired art gives it plenty of appeal. The soundtrack matches the energy perfectly, keeping battles exciting. It's easy to pick up, but has enough challenge to keep players hooked. A fun throwback that rewards skill and quick reflexes with every punch and paw swipe. Apple Knight is an action platformer RPG with appealing graphics and exciting gameplay. Players go on an epic journey across massive levels brimming with secret gems, missions, and priceless rewards. They encounter challenging bosses and foes, such as wizards, knights, and monsters. Key features include customizable equip, secret region exploration, fluent movement and animation, endless adventure mode, several difficulty settings, and the ability to play as 2 different characters. Customize your armor, pets, weapons, and talents to improve your abilities. Moero Crystal H is a cheeky dungeon crawler packed with humor, vibrant anime art, and a cast full of wild personalities. Combat stays fun with light strategy and turn-based mechanics that don't overcomplicate. Character interactions and customization keep the pace engaging, especially for those into fan service-heavy themes. The game sticks to what it does best, being unapologetically playful, a bit absurd, and full of unlockables that reward curiosity. It leans into its niche without hesitation, making every run through the labyrinth feel fresh and unpredictable.
That's Gloomy. Always looking for...
Gloomy Eyes is a magical animated adventure set in a world where the sun has vanished, and shadows have a life of their own. Storytelling, visuals, and music come together in a way that feels playful yet emotional, creating a strong connection to its characters. Simple controls make it easy to focus on exploring imaginative places and enjoying quirky humor that gives heart to every scene. Characters feel adorable and hold interest, and the short length keeps pacing steady without any dull moments at all. Perfect for anyone who loves creative journeys fun.